Hi guys, it's Luke John Harrison here, weight loss and wellbeing specialist from South Shields and Fitness Camp Academy. Now I'm here with Shaz, one of my clients, and we're going to take you through a little bit of squat technique and how to really get the most out of your squat. Now most people don't really know how to squat properly, and they always say that the squat hurts your knees and you shouldn't squat, and that's a little bit of a myth because it can actually help strengthen the joints around your knees and the muscles around your knees and actually make a stronger joint there, providing that you're doing it properly, of course. Now, first thing we're going to do is demonstrate some average to bad squat technique that we see quite regularly when somebody undertakes exercise. So, first off, can you demonstrate, Shaz, a bad squat technique? Yeah, right. So if we see, do one more. Excellent. If you just turn to the side of the camera there so everybody can see what's happening here. So, what's happening to this Shaz is bending our knees, just coming down, our heels are lifting off the ground, our back's curved forward, it's just kind of all over the place. There's not really any grace involved in that. There's a lot of stress and strain on the joints, and we want to kind of take it off the joints and put it in the muscle groups that we want to work out. So, in order to change this technique round and show you guys a really good squat technique, if you just face the camera, Shaz, the first thing to correct is our footwork. So, we want our heels at about our shoulder width, yeah? So straight down, shoulder or hip width even, yeah? Shoulder or hip width. Toes pointing maybe slightly out or straight forward if that's comfortable to you, yeah? Now, one of the first things to do with the squat, before you squat, there's a couple of ways to do this. First way is we just put our hands next to our chest. We wiggle our toes, so we find our heels. Yeah, the weight is going to be coming through your heels all the time. The first thing that happens is your bum pokes back, and then you bend your knees and sit down as deep as you can. You come back up. When you're at the top, you lock your hips out and squeeze your butt cheeks. Can you demonstrate that from the side, Shaz? So she wiggles her toes, she finds her heels, hands are here, she looks forward. Try not to look down, guys. Try looking directly forward or direct your eyes to the sky. Don't arch your neck up, okay? Just direct your eyes 45 degrees up, yeah? And stare at something up high. Then what she does is she pokes her bum back, she bends her knees, sits down as deep as she can, comes back up, and at the top, squeezes her bum cheeks. She doesn't hyperextend, she doesn't thrust her hips forward, she just simply locks them at the top, squeezes the butt cheeks. Can we demonstrate that one more time, Shaz? Yeah. So what's happening is her heels are maintaining contact with the ground at all times. She's not coming up onto her toes. She's not making the knee a load-bearing joint, which is why squats usually get a bad rap, because people end up coming on the knees, they're not pushing the bum back enough, the hips not taking the load. Okay? So can we demonstrate that one more time, Shaz? So you see what's happening here as well is when she's coming down, if you just come down halfway, Shaz, that her back is coming forward slightly. This is usually relevant to a lower, weaker back. So just come back up, Shaz. So to correct this a little bit, there's a couple of things that we can do. We really want to keep this spine in spinal thoracic extension, okay? So because we're so always like this in daily life, that our spine kind of stays like this a lot. So to stretch it out this way is a good thing, all right? So Shaz demonstrated in spinal flexion, okay, where the spine was flexed, okay? She was in thoracic flexion here. What we want to do to bring this out is we put our hands behind our head. So if we get in the same squat position, the hands come behind our head. We lock the fingers at the back, guys, yeah? Make sure you lock your fingers. Now, don't arch your neck up, okay? What I want you to do is squeeze the shoulders in your back, okay? So fly out your elbows. Keep looking forward or up. Wiggle your toes, find your heels, and come down again. Good, and press up through the heels. What you'll probably find is you couldn't get down as much there, right? Yeah? That's fine, that's cool. But it is teaching you to keep a good sort of extension with the spine, all right? So that's one way of doing it and correcting your technique. Again, remember the weight should always be through your heels, not your toes. The second little thing, yes, that you can do to improve your posture is that you can grab a hold of a stick or a broom handle. If you grab it with your underhand, wrap your thumb round, turn your palms the other way, and you're going to just put it behind your head like this. So, we need Kate to demonstrate, Shaz. See how the stick, now Shaz is quite flexible in the shoulders, even I can't get it that far back, okay? But what's going to happen is she's going to tighten everywhere in her shoulders. Keep it nice and tight. This is going to force her to keep her spine nice and straight. She's going to look forward or up again. She's going to wiggle her toes, find her heels, and she's going to come down in the squat again. Good. You can't get down as much there, right? Yeah, there's a lot going on there, which is fine, but it is forcing you to keep your spine straight so you're not leaning forward so much, yes? Try that again, Shaz. Good. So we're still getting a good 90 degrees. In the squat, you want to try and opt for at least 90 degrees. Just drop the stick, Shaz. The lower we can come, the better. But we want to maintain form at the same time. So what I'd probably say is start with your hands behind your head and keep going until you can get that a little bit deeper, all right? Now, can you demonstrate a deep squat with your hands behind your head? Okay, so hands behind your head, just going to look forward or up, wiggle the toes, bum back, nice and deep, and press up. The more we come past 90 degrees, so if you come to 90 degrees now, Shaz, there, and go deeper. This depth at the bottom fires more muscle fibers. So come back up, Shaz. So the deeper we can get in the squat means the more muscles are activated, the more calories are burned, the more strength we're going to build, okay? So the deeper, the better. They call this term usually ass to grass, okay? Ass to grass, as deep as you can. Okay, it's going to make all the difference. So there's a few little techniques to really help you along with your squat. Hopefully this helps, guys. Okay, leave a comment in the box below. See you later.